Try the nuts at the bar. They're delicious. It's always good to be back at my favorite bar. I haven't been here very much because they built a bar right next to my house that I can walk to. So I feel like a traitor, and I'm sorry, but it's good to be back. I wrote this next song in a hotel room in Ohio, in Columbus, and it was my first time in Ohio, and the last time I was ever in Columbus. And I had this song kicking around for a while, and I was just playing the chords over and over and over and over and over again for a year. And then finally, after I was recommended to drink my first ever Yingling and doing that at about noon the following day once arriving in Ohio, the words came to me like in this amber-infused bolt of lightning. So this is Carolina. This is a road document. This is 98.7842% true. I've been doing lots of living, lots of dying on the road, and my liver surely needs a word of me. There's an angel in my backseat, that old devil to my side, and we've been putting up the cost of gasoline. Now I'm sitting in the window of a town I've never been. At the travel lodge, ain't nothing much to do. It's a lonely night in Cleveland and my blood is running thin. It's another evening howling at the moon. As I ride across the highway, let the wind decorate my hair. On my mind, a girl with skin of almond brown, Carolina, gonna find her waiting there. Now my buddies down in Phoenix and myself went on a tear. Every morning we'd tell the sun to rise. You'll be welcome in Nebraska if they think that you're sincere, and they'll know it when they look you in the eye. You'll find plenty of the good folks in the bad along the road, and on both sides of the tracks are thick as thieves. There's an angel in my backseat, that old devil to my side, and we've been getting on like fire and kerosene. As I ride across the highway, let the wind decorate my hair. On my mind, a girl with skin of almond brown, Carolina, gonna find you waiting there. As I ride across the highway, let the wind decorate my hair. On my mind, a girl with skin of almond brown, Carolina, gonna find you waiting there. Our Carolina, gonna find her waiting there. Thank you. I always thought that song was funny because I was sitting there writing that line, even though I knew it was in Columbus, and I felt silly, but I had to change it to Cleveland for phoneticism. So if anyone's from Columbus, I'm sorry. This next song is the newest single that I put out, and it's one I'm really proud of. This is another one of them songs with the artistic liberty. There's a line about you blink and then you're 30, but I was 28 when I wrote it. I'm 30 now, so it's really a Twilight Zone kind of moment for me. There's a song about watching everything pass by so damn fast you can barely keep up with your pants as they fall down your waist. It's called One Day at a Time. crazy where the chips fall 20 years from 17. Still get caught in the thought that it's all real and not a dream. Oh, mama, this ain't a phase, it's my life. I'm the way I'll always be. Folks will try to tell you, but they never make it clear. You blink and then you're 30, then you're down another year. Thought that I'd really listen, thought that Goonies never die. That's the thing about getting older, it's just one day at a time. It's hard to blur together cities that you've been through on the road. Made new friends that turn to lovers. Watch your daddy getting old. Try to keep your health insurance and not to lose your mind. That's the thing about getting older, it's just one thing at a time. And now I'm going, crazy where the chips fall 20 years from 29. Most of the wealth I've made is not the monetary kind. Oh, I wouldn't change a thing about it. There's still mountains left to climb. That's the thing about getting older, it's just one day at a time. That's the thing about getting older, it's just one day at a time. Thank you so much. Well, I have to say again, thank you to Dees for having us. I'm so excited to play with two dear friends of mine tonight. Noah Fowler, Noah G. Fowler, and Charlie Chamberlain are on the bill after me. Noah has brought along Bronwyn, and Charlie's brought on a whole damn band. And this is just a whole lot of fun for me, man. I miss my buddies, so good to see y'all, and thanks for bringing me on this. This next song is one that I wrote here, or wrote after leaving here one night. I was sitting at the very end of the bar where it like curves into that corner by the front door. And it was a packed, I think, Saturday night, and I was with my buddy, and we were sitting there talking to strangers on either extraneous ends of ours. And my conversation ran out, and his is still going strong, so I'm just sitting there just trying to figure out something to say. Trying hard not to stare at the brain rot on the phone. Almost failing. But I noticed that phone on the wall. If you look over there, whenever you're sitting over there next, there's just a little cordless home phone on the wall. Which I know not everyone here might not remember the corded ones, but all these little voice messages that I know nobody's ever gonna fucking listen to are just like flashing on there, and I thought, there it is. And then I got real sad bastard about it. It's called Bar Where I Belong. I'd like a place to try to call, even though I know they don't pick up the phone. Watch the little number flashing red, with nothing on my mind I care to show. Seen enough of smiling faces, and I ain't in the mind to lie about my own. I'm in a town I've never been to, and I can't even find a bar where I belong. Like a heavy pour whiskey and a cigarette to chase away the cold. Hear a stranger tell a story from 2 stools away about the girl he's lost. Maybe he could buy my next round. Maybe I could find the heart to laugh you off. But I'm in a town I've never been to, and I can't even find a bar where I belong. Maybe I took a wrong turn looking back a couple 1,000 miles ago. It don't mean nothing when you're running down a one-road track. Devil on my tail ain't cutting any slack, and I don't think that is too much to ask for the flash of a neon sign just to get her last I love you off my mind. I'd like a place to try to call, even though I know they don't pick up the phone. Watch the little number flashing red with nothing on my mind I'd care to show. Oh, I'd be wishing you but I'm so hard to find when I'm so far from home. I'm in a town I've never been to, and I can't even find a bar where I belong. Oh, another town we never went to, and I can't even find a bar where I belong. Thank you. Thank you, Dees, for helping me write that song. Thank you. I wrote this with a good friend of mine named Chris Emmer. He did a lot of the work. He came over to my house. He said, "Hey, man, I need you to help me write this song." He played it for me a week before we ended up writing it, and it was so good. And I said, "You already wrote it, dick." And then he goes, "I just made all that up." And I said, "Fuck you." And then we wrote it a week later. So thank you to Chris for letting me be included in your already beautiful idea. It's called "I Get High Anytime I'm Feeling Low." I get tired anytime you say it's over. Can't help but cry anytime you start to go. Well, who am I to try and lie and say I'm sober for you, babe. When I get high, anytime I'm feeling low, sparkling shine in my eyes when you call me darling, acting shy, looking like you didn't know. Well, there's a time to do the crime, and it's a calling all for me, babe. 'Cause I get high anytime I'm feeling low. I get high anytime I'm feeling low. Well, I get by with my mind up and slow. Don't know why I even try to keep on smiling like I'm okay when I get high anytime I'm feeling low. I get high anytime I'm feeling low. I get by with my mind up and slow. Lord, I don't know why I even try to keep on smiling like I'm okay when I get by anytime I'm feeling low. Lord, I get high anytime I'm feeling low. Thank you. See you in the parking lot. How are we doing on time here? Yes, I do. If someone buys me a shot of whiskey, I'll buy you one too. Just throwing it out there. This is one that, oh no, I made an adjustment in my set list that I knew I was going to fuck up on stage because I wrote it so small. This is the song that I meant to play. This is probably the oldest song of mine that I still play. And it's fitting with the subject matter. Because I wrote it when I was stoned before going to school and when I was in senior year of high school. There's a handsome man with a shot glass, so you just put it right in my claw. No, I appreciate it. Thank you, Noah. Woo. Since I already gave up all the details about being stoned before going to high school, and there's no one here besides all the people I want to be here anyway, that I know will not judge me or whatever. It is wild to me to think of the things and the copious amounts of fucking pot that I used to smoke. That was a 3-foot bong. I was 17. I had no business doing that. Probably explains a whole lot. I've been hungry for some answers nowadays. Now before I cross the road, I look both ways. People only pushing evil are out to play. You better stop looking, beware, or be their prey. Let me ask you something, baby. Oh, ain't that a shame? Black magic woman walking down the aisle, and my magic woman, she casts a smile. Can I get some relief, babe, just for a while? And she just kept walking on, that voodoo child. Let me ask you something, baby. Oh, ain't that a shame? A crying shame. Comes a time you got to wonder what's wrong and true. I call the man that's never questioned a broken fool. Oh, they'll use you if you let them. You'll be their tool. Oh, hear what I say, and doing anything to tell you is their only rule. Let me ask you something, baby. Thank you. That's actually the next song. God. I'll give you the set list later. Here's for something completely different. I'm really proud of this song. It hurt to get there, but sometimes you gotta walk the walk. A whole cast just walk in. You just missed me screaming at everyone for 4 minutes. Well, there was a gentleman by the name of Ray Sisk that just passed away not too long ago, and he was one of my heroes, one of my favorite songwriters in the entire world. And he told me that this was his favorite song of mine. And I take that very seriously, and I also take it seriously that Noah likes it so much that he called it out as a request, and it was the next song in the set list. So he knows me. So much for keeping you on your toes, man. If I can't call her baby. Dancing blurry as she rises, standing tall to face the wind of pain. She's come and gone like silver lightning, and I'm forever branded by the rain. Well, that train had never slowed down as I fell out of the back. Lock my eyes in these two hands, I can't get warm. And she's only just a call away for anything at all. I just can't call her baby anymore. My lover, she once came to guide me. To find her was a shelter from my mind. Her sapphire diamond eyes could lay the oceans down to rest, to greenly join the envy of the sky. Now my lover, she's a cold one when she wants herself to be. Scarred my hands upon her walls with bramble thorn, and she tells me I'm no fault to bear. There ain't nothing I could have changed, but I just can't call her baby anymore. Darling's roses dying on my table, the withered petals find me as a friend. And maybe it's for the better she ain't picking up the phone. She'd probably hate to know the shape I'm in. Well, now I'm heading to the graveyard at the bar just down the road. Gonna stay until they scrape me off the floor. And I won't be coming back again. There ain't nothing here for to stay. If I can't call her baby anymore. If I can't call you baby anymore. Well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you. And all the times I had the chance to. And I had a lover, but it's so hard to risk another these days. These days. Well, if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made him song. Well, it's just that I've been losing so long. Well, I keep on moving on. Things are bound to be improving these days. Oh God, one of these days. Now if I sit on cornerstones, count the time in quarter tones to 10, my friend. Don't confront me with my failures. I have not forgotten them. Thank you very much. Woo. That was These Days by Jackson Browne. He wrote that when he was 16. That's really true. Isn't that fucked up? I think I got time for one more for you guys. Thank y'all so much for having me again. My name is Nick Crook. Crook like a person that steals things. Yes, it's on my birth certificate. We're out there. Beware. I want you guys to hang around for Noah G. Fowler and Charlie Chamberlain, two of my favorite writers in this whole town, two of my favorite people in the whole world. And D's is my whole favorite bar in either one of those. This one I wrote in a really weird tuning that I found off of Wikipedia. That's really true. And I was already running out of ideas at like 16, 17 years old. It's about the same age as Ain't That a Shame, that one I played earlier where I yelled at you. And I found this. So for all the guitar players, instead of dad-gad, it's dad-gigada. So you take the gad and just take that one down again and regret your life choices forever. All right. One for the road. Cheers, you guys. Thank you all for coming out, and I'm so glad to see you all. Thank you guys for having me. upon a broken fish with a stone in his hand. I said, man, that don't make much sense for you to go back to that again. Yes, you're a southern boy. Southern boys got a lonesome heart. Girl, I'll tell you that I don't play, babe. I eat bullets and glass. It's your trigger I'm after, babe. Oh, I cock you back and pull it fast. I guess I'm a southern boy. Southern boys got a wandering heart. Well, you're in love with that same old lover, that same old love that you thought was true. And in your heart, you have discovered that this girl still got claws in you. Well, you're in love with that same old lover, oh, that same old love that you thought was true. And in your heart, you have discovered that this girl still got claws in you. Oh, you must be a southern boy. Gotta be a southern boy. You must be the southern boy. And I know, 'cause I'm a southern boy. A southern boy. Oh, southern boy. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. Noah G. Fowler up next. Y'all stick around.
It's only castles burning. Find someone who's turning. He will come around. That's great, yeah. Do you have the set list, Bronwyn? I thought you had it in your book. No, I never at any point did. That's okay. I haven't memorized. It might not be the same, but I haven't memorized. Oh, I don't remember that.
Let's see what's going on here. Testing, testing. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Testing. Well, it's goodbye to sunshine and goodbye to the dew. Goodbye to flowers and goodbye to you. I'm off to the subway, I must not be late. I'm going to work in tall buildings. I guess I'm not really going to be finger picking much, so I should probably take my pick out. Yeah. Far off land. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, thank you. No, is it cool with you if I mix guitar? Do you want me to play guitar on this one?
Only if you want to.
With two acoustics, it would sound better if I just raw dog it.
Check. All right. We're ready. Are we live? And we're live. How's it going, Dee's Lounge? Let's give it up one more time for Nick Crook, everybody.
Yeah, Nick.
Come on. All right, we're going to do one that I wrote. This one's called One Apple Seed. I hitchhiked here from a far-off land, picking fruit with my calloused hands. And they call me One Apple Seed. In Adams County tonight I'll sleep. My compadre's got a pickup truck. Got my own 2 hands and an ounce of luck. Last week was West Virginia, where there's still snow. We're done, we're going to Ohio. And it's been 10 long years since I left my home. Beautiful Mother Mexico. I travel with the harvest, I lay seeds in the ground. Oh, one day till they'll lay me down. One day till they'll lay me down. Seed to flower, flower to fruit. feet to Goodwill working boots. Highway to back road, town to town. Fruit to seed back in the ground. And it's been 10 long years since I left my home. Beautiful mother Mexico. Travel with the harvest, I lay seeds in the ground. Oh, one day till they'll lay me down. One day till they'll lay me down. I drop off the kids at public school. They go to learn American rules. Far below minimum wage. Oh, I'm far too tired for my age. And it's been 10 long years since I left my home. Beautiful mother Mexico. I travel with the harvest, I lay seeds in the ground. Oh, one day too they'll lay me down. One day too they'll lay me down. Thank you. Well, this next one's a song called The Same Old Fire on the Mountain. I'm coming out with a record later this year that is maybe also going to be called Same Old Fire on the Mountain. Potentially. We'll find out soon enough. Anyway, here's the song. The strongest wind that I've ever felt was the breath of lick resting on the old rust belt, resting on the old rust belt. In the distance was a mountain, the color was so blue. The way the mist surrounded it gave it a paler hue, gave it a paler hue. Now the mother, she stares at graffiti on the signs. The old man, he fell and he died on company time. He died on company time. And that same old fire on the mountain is burning closer than it's ever been before. I toss and I turn, but that smoke keeps rising. The handle's glowing red on the door. Now the thing about fire that I've always known, the more that you give it, the more that fire grows, the more that fire grows. And even when it's gone, the embers still remain. All it takes is wind and it burns like hell again, burns like hell again. And that same old fire on the mountain is burning closer than it's ever been before. I toss and I turn, but that smoke keeps rising. The handle's glowing red on the door. the strongest wind that I've ever felt. Held the corn, so boys, it's time to tighten your belts. Time to tighten your belts. In the distance was a mountain, the color was so red. Grab your things and pack your rings, or you'll be left for dead. You'll be left for dead. And that same old fire on the mountain is burning closer than it's ever been before. I toss and I turn, but that smoke keeps rising. The handle's glowing red on the door. And that same old fire on the mountain is burning closer than it's ever been before. I toss and I turn, but that smoke keeps rising. The handle's glowing red on the door. Oh, thank you. I remember being very young in like elementary school, and we were learning about what to do if there's a fire, and it's like, you know, stop, drop, and roll if you're on fire. And I remember they had a rule where they said if a handle is glowing, don't touch it. And I was like, man, I'm so glad you said that. All right. Bronwyn, you got one?
Yeah, I got one. This next one is one that my grandmother wrote back in the 80s. And she never played the instrument, so she never heard chords behind it. So last year for her 75th birthday, a friend of mine and I got together and recorded this song for her as a gift. And this was my first release, paying homage to the songwriter before me. And I believe she's watching right now, and she's currently recovering from knee surgery. So hey, Nams. She's on the mend. This one's called When I Arrive. Every little borough and township that I pass through, and every other turn I make along the way, are just some more reminders that I'm bound for. You went home so far, far away. So keep on pushing down the line, keep on driving, keep on watching that old smoky don't get mine. I'm paying tolls and counting poles and singing silly rhymes, and hoping that I find you waiting when I arrive. City I come to has its billboards, its bridges and its smoke-stacked factories. But I'll just stop and have my cup of coffee, 'cause I'm bound for home and all that pleases me. So keep on pushing down the line, keep on driving, watching that old smoky don't get mine. I'm paying tolls and counting poles and singing silly rhymes, and hoping that I find you waiting when I arrive. Its farmlands, its parks and lakes and rivers running free. But I can only think about my own home and the one who I left waiting there for me. So keep on pushing down the line, keep on driving, watching that old
smoky, don't get by. I'm paying tolls and counting poles and singing silly rhymes, and hoping that I find you waiting when I arrive. Hoping that I find you waiting when I arrive.
Thank you.
I wrote this one with local legend and also regional and, dare I say, national legend, Vicky Vaughn. This one's called I Want You to Know. The lights in this bar shine in colors that I've never seen, and I swear that I've seen your face before in a dream. We dance real close and I smell what's under your perfume. But if I can't have you, when it comes to love, I know one thing or two, but I still got a long way to go. If you turn around from that love that you found, there's something I want you to know. And there's something I want you to know. And I thought that leaving would be the right thing to do, but now I can't help it, I'm constantly thinking of you. Fame and glory were knocking upon my front door, but not anymore. When it comes to love, I know one thing or two, but I still got a long way to go. If you turn around from that love that you found, then there's something I want you to know. And there's something I want you to know. Like a comet that visits the earth the same time each year, I ask how you're doing, how you've been, and if he's still here. Like a child at Christmas that yearns for the rise of the sun, let me be the one. When it comes to love, I know one thing or two, but I still got a long way to go. If you turn around from that love that you found, then there's something I want you to know. And there's something I want you to know. And there's something I want you to know. Well, I love you, I want you to know. Thank you. Thank you.
This next one invites you to consider whether you believe in ghosts.
Oh, haunting. Gotcha.
Do you believe that spirits linger on wooden paneled rooms or in the notes of olden songs? Well, I don't believe that I'll be leaving business left unfinished, and I would hardly call you superstitious, but there'll be a haunting here,
Not the chilling
kind. No shivers
will we send
up anyone's spines. A love like ours will burn long enough to live on even after we die. Yes, in 100 years there'll be a haunting here. The framing leans and coughs like an old man as the decades dance. Do you believe this house will stand, though the scent of our last dinner will have long since dissipated in the kitchen where we danced? The music's playing, and there'll be a haunting here.
Not the chilling kind.
No
Shivers will we send
up anyone's spines.
A love like ours will burn long enough to live on even after we die. Yes, in 100 years there'll be a
haunting here. And though they may not decipher the initials that we carved in that tree a century from now, they will make out a heart, and there'll be a haunting here. Not the chilling kind. No shivers will we
send
up anyone's spines. A love like ours will burn long enough to live on even after we die. Yes, in 100 years there'll be a haunting here. Yes, in 100 years there'll be a haunting here. Thank you.
We're gonna play a song now that I co-wrote with somebody who was mentioned earlier, a fella by the name of Chris Emmert. And Chris is a great songwriter here in town, and if you know who he is, then you know that what I'm saying is true, and if you don't know who he is, then try to see him sometime. He kind of did a similar thing to me where I sent him an idea for a song, and by the time I drove over there, he already had half of it done, and I was like, slow down, man, you know? But I liked what he had I didn't change any of it. It was really good. So anyway, this one's called Catfishing. Gonna wake up in the morning about to break it on. We're going catfishing. You get your pole and your tackle and your old boots on, going catfishing. Mighty hot this time of year, ain't gonna stop us now, don't you fear, going catfishing. You get the line in the water, get the cat on the line, throw him on back so we can catch him next time. Ain't nothing to it, ain't much to know, and if the sun don't set, we're never going home. High noon on the water, find a shady, oh, we're going catfishing. You put the bait on the bottom of the fat cat's home, going catfishing. Water as muddy as the sky is blue, we're as hot as good Cajun food, going catfishing. You get the line in the water, cat on the line, take him on home, gonna cook him real fine. Ain't nothing to it, ain't much to know, and if the sun don't set, we're never going home. Now the sun's going down like a sinking lure, going catfishing. Last I checked, it was hardly 2, we're going catfishing. The day swam by, it was so serene, and tonight, baby, I'm gonna dream about catfishing. And then we're going catfishing. You get the line in the water, cat on the line, take it out dancing, gonna have a good time. Ain't nothing to it, ain't much to know, and if the sun don't set, we're never going home. Going catfishing, we're going catfishing, we're going catfishing, then we're going catfishing.
Time that song was written, we hadn't yet gone catfishing quite enough to brag
about. It was
about.
in January.
Out at Percy Priest, bundled up like, hey, we're gonna get anything out here? The answer was no. But since then, we've caught quite a few and eaten many of them.
I caught a 20-pounder out of the stones. I got a picture to prove it. I sent you the picture, man. All right. All right. Jenny?
Yeah.
How are we doing on time? Good? Cool. This one is written from the perspective of a private investigator who's trying to find a runaway bride. The song's called Jenny. I'd stay up all night if I needed to. I'd drink 6 cups of coffee a day, trying and failing to put this to rest. Half up front deposit paid. The white walls turn yellow and full of holes like a wedding dress that's been cast aside. My desk cluttered with photos, eyewitness reports of an 18-year-old runaway bride. Jenny, I'm coming to bring you back home. If I have to, I'll search every town. From the Dakotas to Minnesota, if you even want to be found. I learned how to track in Afghanistan, where white poppies cover the ground. Under contract, Blackwater for Uncle Sam, I was hunting the Taliban down. And when I came back home, I found a new war with the woman that I made my wife. She couldn't handle the pain that I brought back to her. I regret that for all of my life. Jenny, I'm coming to bring you back home. If I have to, I'll search every town. From the Dakotas to Minnesota, if you even want to be found. If you even want to be found. And I've called every pawn shop from Fargo to Bismarck for someone hawking their ring. And is she alone or with someone else? I wonder about that kind of thing. You can find me in every dirty old rat trap, every strip club, dive bar, and mall, with a photo of her and a couple good questions. If you see her, just give me a call. Jenny, I'm coming to bring you back home. If I have to, I'll search every town. From the Dakotas to Minnesota, if you even want to be found. If you even want to be found. If you even want to be found. I played that one. I think Charlie's gone, but I had a story about that one that kind of involved. There you are, Charlie. Man, I played that one at the Songwriter Serenade, which is a songwriting contest down in Texas, where it was a lot of songwriters of kind of varying different kind of subgenres of folk country music, and Charlie and I got along great. I feel like, you know, anytime some of the other songwriters got a little too Jesus-y, we'd kind of make we'd raise our eyebrows at each other, and that was, you helped keep me sane that week. I appreciate you, Charlie. Anyway, we'll do a couple more, and then you'll get to hear some of Charlie's stuff with a band. I've never heard Charlie with a band before, so I'm looking forward to it. I love Charlie's songs. Charlie writes some stuff where you're like, man, how hasn't anybody thought of that? Like, it's just like so perfect. You'll see. Yeah, no pressure. Let's do. Oh, betting woman.
All right, this next one is one that I wrote about gambling, or more specifically, not gambling. And it's called Betting Woman. See, my daddy was a gambler, always lived a little wild. Motorbike and poker chips and Pilsner kind of life. Now I ain't a betting woman, never strayed far from my means. You tend to play it safe when you've seen the things I've seen. And I wouldn't bet on horses. I wouldn't bet on fights, but you bet your bottom dollar that I'd bet on you and I. See, my daddy loved the thrill of setting down a royal flush. My mama didn't get it, why he chanced to lose that much. Now I ain't a betting woman, learned my lesson from his own. And I reckon even better odds are better left alone. And I wouldn't bet on billiards. I wouldn't bet on cards. Oh, but I'd put my money down on you until the sky ran out of stars. See, my daddy loved my mama, and that's the reason why when she asked him to in earnest, he left the chips behind. Now I ain't a betting woman, but if you asked me right now, I'd wager all I've got, and then I'd take out a loan, throw my Civic in the pot. Hell, I'd bet our future home that your sweet love is gonna stick around. And I wouldn't bet on horses. I wouldn't bet on fights, but you bet your bottom dollar that I'd bet on you and I wouldn't bet on billiards. I wouldn't bet on cards. Oh, but I'd put my money down on you until the sky ran out of stars. Thank you.
Do we have time for one more? I think we have time for one more. That's right. Thank you, Nick. I wrote this one with my buddy Hunter Peebles. If you're ever looking for a gig in St. Louis, or you're ever looking for a gig in St. Louis, I'll
Hit him
put you in
up.
touch with him. You'll have a gig and a fucking party afterwards. He's one of the best hangs I've met on the road, and listen to his stuff too because he's so good. And we wrote this song together at his place. I think I was hanging with him. I think I was on a tour with Angela Autumn or something, and we were stopped in St. Louis, and I hung out with him, and I was like, "Hey, got a song. Let's finish it." And so he helped me finish this one, and it's one of my favorite songs I've written. This one's called "If I'm Not Dead to You Yet, Then I'm Dying." Thank you. You're good. And up next, we got Charlie Chamberlain. I dug myself a hole 6 feet in the ground. I made a box of oak and a wreath to hang around. And you called me to say that you thought of me today. When I asked to see you, turn me down. Then you said I'm not forgiven, that you never would. The things I did would be the end for good. So why is it this way? You turned and walked away, but you keep looking back to see if I'll chase you. I've made all my arrangements, I've said all my goodbyes. So why do you make me keep trying? My family's dressed in black, I thought there's no going back. If I'm not dead to you yet, then I'm dying. This reads my last testament and will. I leave you memories of that cabin on the hill. When those leaves start to turn, how my heart it does yearn. But now my heart is withered, cold and still. And I heard you took my picture off your wall. All the things I left behind, you burned them all. And you found a new bed, you started over again. But when he's away, my phone rings from your call. I've made all my arrangements, I've said all my goodbyes. So why do you make me keep trying? My family's dressed in black, I thought there's no going back. If I'm not dead to you yet, then I'm dying. If I'm not dead to you yet, then I'm dying. Thank you. Up next, we got Charlie Chamberlain.
Yeah. 1, 2. 2.
Not meant to be. I should get sticks. Where are we starting with? Florida Man? Florida Man.
Yeah, the only thing about that one sometimes you feel like it should go in the words, it's afterwards. Other than that, it's groovy. Dig it. I guess I should have known better than to bring an electric guitar to a folk show. You ready for us, Ari? Oh, let me tell you about the king of the Everglades. He's a son of a son from the Gunshine State. You see something on the news you don't understand. Lord have mercy, it's the Florida Man. You'll find him down in the swamp. He'll be drinking with the gators. Thanks John Anderson is his Lord and Savior. Blowing bath salt just like a Seminole wind. Lord have mercy, it's the Florida Man. He lets them big snakes bite with enough venom to kill. So the doctor keeps prescribing him them good pain pills. Pit vipers on his head and bends under the bed. I said, Lord have mercy, it's the Florida Man. In a luchador mask, looking red at a wrestle, he climbed up on the roof to fill a Orange Blossom special. He'll be your worst enemy, and then he'll be your best friend. Lord have mercy, it's the Florida Man. Cowboy boots and a pink kimono and a Praisdale hat he bought at Daytona. Face tattoo says best mustache right in the land. Lord have mercy, it's the Florida Man. He got a deal on a Kmart scooter, showed up to court drunk and tried to fight the prosecutor. Let him off with a warning, then he did it again. I said, Lord have mercy, it's a Florida man. Setting booby traps, and he's plotting the murder of a skunk ape that stole his catalytic converter. He's a dirty fighter with a lighter and a hairspray can. I said, Lord have mercy, it's a Florida man. You know, he smoked some salvia down at Itchituck, and police caught him riding on a manatee. Trying to catch him didn't go quite according to plan. Now running naked through the woods, it's the Florida man. Keeps a 30-06 pointed up at the sky, ready to shoot them hurricanes dead in the eye. Them son of bitch will be a goner before they hit dry land, and nature better not mess with the Florida man. Apalachicola down to Isla Morada, from St. Augustine to Tampa Bay and Clearwater. Wanted dead or alive, better catch him if you can. There's a bounty on the head of the Florida man. Awesome. We'll do going back to Georgia. Well, we just left Florida. We're gonna head on up to Georgia now. She likes her loving on the wilder side. She don't go to bed, she been up all night. She don't drink liquor, don't eat meat. She likes black coffee and peyote. She got eyes that sparkle like a Milky Way, a little tie-dyed hippie with a touch of gray. She's like a vinyl record just a spinning around. She floating on air and she never comes down. So I'm going back to Georgia, going back to Georgia. You know I'm pining for you, so I'm going back to Georgia. Georgia. She'll get naked and she'll dance to the band. Got my heart crushing like an old beer can. She got more grit than an off-road tire. Bites my neck like a thirsty vampire. She paints all day, but she ain't that good. She don't give up, but she probably should. She carries the moon around on a stick. Packs more punch than a donkey kick. So I'm going back to Georgia, going back to Georgia. You know I'm pining for you. I'm going back to Georgia. Yeah, I'm going back to Georgia. You know I'm pining for you, so I'm going back to Georgia. Sweet as a peach, she's always on my mind. She's hotter than Savannah in the summertime. She got a halo on her head, a ring on her nose. Happy as a honeybee on a Cherokee road. She's flat-foot scooting on a hardwood floor. She drops F-bombs like she's gone to war. Drinks Coca-Cola from a paper straw. Always one step in front of the law. So I'm going back to Georgia, going back to Georgia. No, I'm pining for you, babe. I'm going back to Georgia. Hey, you know I'm going back to Georgia, going back to Georgia. You know I'm pining for you. I'm going back to Georgia. I'm going to Georgia, baby. Going back to Georgia. Oh, there might be a beer on this last table that if anyone sees, they could deliver to our drummer. What table is it on, Mark Lawrence? Back table. What's up, back table? Not to put you on the spot. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Noah, for putting this whole event together. Nick, Bronwyn. Amazing. Oh my God, hearing you guys sing together. The only way I could compete with those guys is to bring an electric guitar. So I figured we'd just come and make it louder. Noah talked about some time we spent together. What's that? So loud. It's so loud. I thought this was a folk concert. What the fuck, dude? Noah and I spent some time together down in Texas a handful of months ago, and he talked a little bit about that. But he also sang a song about going catfishing. And I can speak firsthand for Noah's catfishing expertise, because Noah took me down to the tank, and we went catfishing. We were down in Moravia, Texas, which is a big, wide-open plain. And it's wide-open cattle country, and they got tanks. They're not ponds, they're tanks, and they stock them with catfish, some of them. So we went down and we waded around in the mud and caught us a couple big old catfish and filleted them up for dinner. They were real kind to wait on me to catch the last catfish because but I wrote this song, I think, that night after we went catfishing because I looked down at my boots and I had a lot of that red mud on my boots. And I wrote this song about it. It's called Moravia, which is where we were in Texas. And this is the first time I played it out for anybody. And Noah's gonna sing some harmonies. I can't go back the way I came. She takes you in like water on the plains. I could try, but what's the use? I'll never wash Moravia off my boots. I heard them singing and shuffling feet. I heard the cattle call out through the mesquite. I heard it rain on an old tin roof. I can't wash Moravia off my boots. I never knew all this time I'd been running until I finally stopped my feet to look around. Thought what I was trying to find was in the distance. Turns out you gotta grow it from the ground. I fell in love, I cut my teeth. I felt a fire burn way down beneath. Now it's on my skin, it's in my roots. And I can't wash Moravia off my boots. Yeah. Might go far or nowhere fast, but what comes easy seldom never lasts. And when it's real, there's no substitute. And I can't wash Moravia off my boots. I never know all this time that I've been running until I finally stopped my feet to look around. Thought what I was trying to find was in the distance. Turns out you gotta grow it from the ground. I've been to Houston, been to San Antone, but neither of them ever felt like home. Now these bunkhouse blues, they won't cut me loose. And I can't wash Moravia off my boots. I could try, but what's the use? I'll never wash Moravia off my boots. No, I'll never wash Moravia off my boots.
Charlie Chamberlain, everybody.
Noah G. Fowler. Thanks, brother. Yeah, there you go. That's about Moravia, Texas. A friend of mine once time told me, he's like, if you want to make it as a songwriter, you write a song about a city that's never had a song written about it. And he had written this song about Edmonton, and Edmonton like flew him up there and like gave him like the key to the city, and like put him on like Canadian Airlines and sponsored the tour and this whole thing. And like 20 years later, I took his advice, except I wrote it about Moravia, which only has like 16 people in it, so they didn't give me a goddamn thing. But we're gonna try another brand new song. This is one that I wrote with some buddies, and we wrote it as a bluegrass song. But we're gonna try to rock and roll it out a little bit tonight. It's called Paint a Map. Let me look into your eyes again. Made me feel like I could walk on the wind. I'd come back now if I knew the way. I wanna talk, but I don't know the words to say. What steps do I need to take? What chances do you want me to make? What lesson do I need to learn? Show me where to start, teach me every turn. Paint a map back home, point me down that crooked road. Show me where love goes, don't leave me lost in the low, in the lonesome low. Took you for granted, guess I couldn't see the pieces of the puzzle that fit together you and me. I call back now through the thicket and the thorns to mend what's been lost and mend what's been torn. What reasons could I give to you? What answers will we find between the lies and the truth? What will it take? What do I need to do? What difference will it make when there's nothing left to lose? Paint a map back home, point me down that crooked road. Show me where it goes, don't leave me lost in the low, in the lonesome low. crooked road. Show me where love goes. Don't leave me lost in the low and lonesome low. Lonesome low. Hell yeah. All right, so again, thank you for letting us rock and roll. That's called The Low and the Lonesome Low. What do we got next, boys? How are we doing on time? Tied to you. Oh, yeah. I guess we gotta do it. I threw away all your Star Wars memorabilia and all the photographs of you with my familia. I sold your autograph from Harrison Ford. I'm gone to rehab, praise the Lord. I gave away everything tied to you. I threw all your clothes out on the lawn. I set them all on fire, now they're gone. Now the fire truck's outside my pad. The rehab police just called my dad. I gave away everything tied to you. Tied to you. I've been tied to you so long I can't let go. Tired of you. I still can't admit that I was wrong. If I was wrong, I poured out every inch of my insanity. I turned to Jesus, I quit using such profanity. I erased all your voicemails, I threw away your Flintstone lunch pail. I gave away everything tied to you. I poured out all my whiskey and tequila, and I finally came back to my sense-amelia. I was a drunken superhero, acting like a fucking zero. I gave away everything tied to you. Changed my number, changed my phone, changed my address, hit the road. But like a firefly that landed on your nose, we took that spark, we turned it to a glow. Now I'm left here all alone. This house just ain't no home. I gave away everything tied to you. Tied to you. I've been tied to you so long I can't let go. Tired of you. And I just can't admit when I'm wrong, but I was wrong when I gave away everything tied to you. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Well, Nick left. We were going to get Nick to sing a song. What do we got? We got about 10 minutes left? Let's do... I'm going to sing... I'm going to switch it up to an acoustic real quick. We're going to do... See Why You Can. Okay. This is another brand new song, but I think it's an important song. I'm going to do it in A, if that's all right. Since it's a folk show, we play a little folk music for you, too. This is a song that I think is real important, and I'll let you make your own judgments on it, but it's basically about our national parks and our public lands and our access to all the beautiful things in this world and our connection to it, and how a lot of those things seem to be in peril right now. So we're going to try this one out for you. It's called See It While You Can. Out in California, there's an old pine tree they call Methuselah up in Inyo County. And it's been standing since before the dawn of man. Boys, you better see it while you can. And out there in Montana where the rocks meet the ice and the glaciers carve a big old slice of paradise, the sky's heating up faster than a frying pan. So boys, you better see it while you can. From the Great Smoky Mountains through the heart of Shenandoah to the wide open plain, Yellowstone buffalo, there's a beauty in this world that some don't understand. So boys, you better see it while you can. That's right, boys, you better see it while you can. And all across this land, there's a vast wilderness. There's a destiny that's not yet manifest. A holy sanctuary untouched by human hands. So boys, you better see it while you can. From the Great Smoky Mountains through the heart of Shenandoah to the wide open plain, Yellowstone buffalo, there's a beauty in this world that some don't understand. So boys, you better see it while you can. That's right, boys, you better see it while you can. Now way out west, past them big city lights, there's a constellations, and they light up the night with more stars in the sky than the beach has sand. Boys, you better see it while you can. Before short-sighted men and all of their greed, who take more than they need, and they auction off the holler just to make a dollar. Every single acre of this loving Mother Nature, and they burn down the forest, lie and say that it's good for us, and they mine and they drill, and they never get their fill. They leave nothing for the kids, sell it off to the highest bids, to this great complexity is marred eternally by the rich and the few who want to steal it from me and you. We ain't got to let that happen. Because Mr. Roosevelt, you were right all along. If we ain't careful now, soon it'll all be gone. If we don't come together right now and take a stand, then boys, you better see it while you can. From the peaks of Denali to the Gulf of Mexico, from Acadia, Maine, all the way to Cigar Road, there's a beauty in this world some don't understand. So boys, you better see it while you can. From the peaks of the mountains through the heart of Shenandoah to the wide open plain, Yellowstone, Buffalo, there's a beauty in this world that some don't understand. And boys, you better see it while you can. That's right, boys, go and see it while you can. And if there's still a place high up on Main Street where we can come together and speak up for what we believe, without the threat of getting shackles on our hands, then boys, you better see it while you can. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, boys, you better see it while you can. That's right, boys, you better see it while you can. Thank you, guys. Everybody go outside. Not right now, but... All right, we got time for one more song, I think. Too easy. G. It's too real. It's too real, man. There's a time, you know, songs can be about all kinds of things. And I think we're back into the era of songs of great importance. And I think it's time to speak up, paint the picture. Like I said, you can interpret it how you want, but I'm gonna go spend the night outside more times than much as I can. Noah and I down in Texas, we were just talking about this. We were out in the middle of the night, about 2 o'clock in the morning, hanging out after this songwriter thing, and saw like a fireball coming through the sky, breaking up into all these pieces. This thing lasted, what, like a minute? And we didn't know if the world was over or what was going on. Turns out it was just space trash coming back down. And that's a real thing, man. Like, I didn't know that apparently that's pretty common now to see. And I spent some time up in the Northeast and in Canada this summer, and if you go out and look up at the stars on a dark night and start counting satellites, there's a shitload of satellites up there, man. And if we keep putting shit in space, our kids are going to grow up and all the constellations are going to be dancing around. It's like not going to be like they did back in the back day with LSD or whatever, but it's like the sky's moving, it's full. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Thanks, Noah, for putting this together. Noah G. Fowler, Nick Crook, Bronwyn, you sounded amazing. I'm so happy to play these songs. I'm gonna sing you one last song, and this is one Nick and I wrote together, and it's called Too Easy to Be Too Easy. To be too easy, too much trouble to be no good. She's a too hard-headed, too much heartbreak, one more something than I should. She's a 2 in the morning wake-up call, 2 more whiskeys double neat. She's a too far gone to come back down, got me halfway up a one-way street. And you can call it love if you want to, you can call me crazy, I don't mind. You can only call when you get lonely. Well, if you're lonely all the time, then I got time, honey. ain't trying to brag about her, I ain't trying to rub it in. No, I ain't trying to try too hard, but I try and I try and I try again. It ain't always wine and roses, it ain't always sex and gin, but the way she bends to touch her toes, Lord, protect me for my sins. And you can call it love if you want to, you can call me crazy, I don't mind. You can only call when you get lonely, yeah. If you're lonely all the time, well, I got time, honey. To be too easy, too much trouble to be no good, too hard-headed, too much heartbreak, one more something than I should. She's 2 in the morning, wake-up call, 2 more whiskeys, double neat. She's a too far gone to come back down, got me halfway up a one-way street. And you can call it love if you want to, you can call it crazy, I don't mind. You can only call when you get lonesome. Well, if you're lonesome all the time, well, I got time, honey. Yeah, I got time. Thank you, Dees, for letting us jam out with you tonight. We hope to be back. My name's Charlie Chamberlain. We got Henry Young on the bass. We got Lawrence Nimmons on the drums. Thanks again, Noah. Thanks again, Nick. Thanks again, Bronwyn. Thanks again, Dees. Ari, thanks for running the sound back there, brother. We'll see you again soon. Good night, guys. We love you.
Hell yeah, boy. Great play with you, brother. That was awesome. Yeah, that was badass. Sorry about my hands just stopping there at the end.